Jazz Para comes up towards the gates, and now they're set. Ready to run. They're racing. Good even line away with Bucktorio amongst the first to lead, and also out very well is Rising Sea. King Louis going up there with Sasso Circus. They head off Nakoni's Boy, a length and a half, a bit sketchy, and upwards others as they'd settle down. Then Jazz Para. Royal Command is back there being urged along in the early part to try and work his way onto the bridle, and dropping out last is the stayer Born Blue. Rising Sea led them comfortably and at a leisurely gallop as they approach the 1,000 metres mark down the Swan River side. He led the way 3/4 on King Louis, who's up there just pulling a touch. On the fence, Nakoni's Boy running third. Bucktorio's got the run of the race fourth. They're being followed further back on the inside, a bit sketchy. Sasso Circus, he went awkwardly there. He wanted to drop the bit and he lost a bit of ground. He's now being hunted along. A length and a half behind them to Jazz Para, being covered by upwards others. Royal Command is second from last and being trailed by Born Blue. 600 left to go. Up nearing the bend, Rising Sea's been beautifully rated in front by Noski. He's about to open him up, coming into the home corner. Rising Sea's the leader. King Louis is second. 2 lengths Nakoni's Boy down on the inside, looking to get around the hills ahead of Bucktorio and a bit sketchy Sasso Circus. Where's Royal Command? Right back there, third from last, starting his run, but Rising Sea boots away from King Louis at the 200. Rising Sea's a length and a half in front. King Louis tries hard. A further 3 Nakoni's Boy. Rising Sea, Noski's got the whip on it. Down the outside comes Nakoni's Boy. Royal Command with a brilliant finishing run late, but Rising Sea won. Rising Sea beat Royal Command, who came a little too late. Nakoni's Boy, King Louis, they're close up together. Right behind them came Jazz Para with a bit sketchy, followed further back by Bucktorio, upwards others, and Born Blue with Sasso Circus fading out of it to finish amongst the last of them home. Jared Noski has lifted Rising Sea to the line. The Sebring gelding holds on Royal Command. There was that ominous shadow of the Wizard charging down the outside from third last at the 300. But the bird had flown, and Rising Sea, number 3, holds on. Royal Command flashing down the outside in the late stages to grab second. And Nakoni's Boy in a bob of the heads just third in front of King Louis. Rising Sea salutes though. Third run in them, the preparation, a Sebring gelding from Time to Climb for Gan Jemmy Thoroughbreds. The Good Time Boys Syndicate as well. Kay Hassan and Jay Gunning, and Med-Arms to Prato and Reed, Wade Moore, Martinovich, Yeek, Mercon Racing, also Hogarth, Factor, Pawson, and the Penny Lover Syndicate, as well as the Vallamore Syndicate. So a host of owners there, and the march is on. There they are, the owners, and there is 1,000,001 of them going down there. This is what racing is all about. Big syndication of owners celebrating a victory with Rising Sea. Jared Noski lifting it home from Royal Command, William Pike, Nakoni's Boy, Chris Parnham in third place. 3/4 ahead of the margins. Time 1:30.167 there on the board. Britt Taylor's about to join us now as this army of owners go down and await the arrival of Jared Noski back there at the entrance to the mounting yard. Britt, let's take it out there to you. Very good front running ride by Jared on Rising Sea to get him home.
Thanks very much, Jared. You were just able to get the lead and get it really comfortably.
Yeah, he was quite happy out in front, had his ears pricked up, and always felt like it's going well.
It looked that way. Were you always confident coming to the corner that it was yours?
Yeah, I was, when he straightened up and gave a nice kick, I thought it's going to take something decent to beat him. So.
Will he go on with it now? Is he a horse that can put a few Saturday wins together?
Well, today was his race. He looked to get in perfectly. So yeah, he's probably, if he can find the right races, he can definitely win a few more. But yeah.
Later on, you ride one first up in the Group 1 for D-Mac. Has he given you any sort of confidence?
Yeah, he's quietly confident, I think. He's got a good record away for age in the trip, so he's a good chance.
Well, best of luck later. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
Chris Kench.
That horse is Rebel King, of course, Gareth, which he'll ride later in the day. All right, Chris Ganjemi, the winning trainer.
That was a big effort, Chris.
Yeah, it's a great result, mate. It's obviously a horse market didn't pay much for, and thought we'd just mess around with it until it goes to Bruin. But just pick up a Saturday with it, yeah, it's a great result.
And always great to get a big victory on such a big day. And we all know when the Ganjemi's win a race, the celebrations are something else.
Yeah, it is. it's a big result, like you say. It'd be nice to win the big ones, but it's good to be involved. And yeah, it's a great result for the owners. As you can see, a big crew in this one too.
Has this horse surprised you?
Not really. He was actually going real well the first prep we had him, but then he had a couple of little dramas which sort of just held him back a bit. But he's had a problem-free prep this preparation. No, he's racing really well. He was unlucky first up and then ran into a probably handy one second up and got the job done today, so it's good.
Durandell, third last year in the Winterbottom Stakes. Can he go two better today?
He'd need a lot of luck from the barrier, mate, but if he gets that luck, I'm sure he'll be in the finish like he always is.
Job well done.
Thanks, buddy. Cheers.
Okay, have a look at this. This is quite unique to Perth, and I don't know whether there are too many mounting yards anywhere in Australia where they can do this, but it's very, very unique to Perth, where the owners can form a guard of honour, a wall, as they walk the winner back. Incredible scenes here as this big group of owners walk Royal Sea back into the yard. And of course, Jared Noske up on top, the man who won the first two races on the champion Black Caviar at the start of her career, as Jared Noske comes back for Chris Gangemi. You never see that anywhere else in the country.
It's a great side, and Michael Gangemi and his team have done a wonderful job getting so many people involved in thoroughbred racing. And the one thing that you do know is when they do have a win, they bring the grandstand down. It's great for racing here in the West, and you know, they've got a lot of horses over from the East Coast, and they have travelled back there with Rock Magic. And hopefully one day they can do it all over again, and it'd be lovely to see them back on the East Coast with one of the rejects.
Can they do it with Durandell later in the day for the Winterbottom Stakes? That'll be their runner in the big one. Okay, that's race number 5 here at Ascot. Our next race is the Tab Touch Regional Championships, the road to Ascot over 1200. They've qualified in heats right throughout WA, and that's our next race. 7:10 in the east, 4:10 Perth time.